Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS3 Pro Flush Mount LED Flood Pod Lights. Now these 3-inch LED flood pod lights are going to give you bright light with reduced glare for improved visibility and safety. As you can see, I have this light connected to my power source already, and what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of these lights. It's the backlight, but more on that in just the next minute or so. These are going to be a flush mount installation with the included hardware, and this is going to install on your bumper or on your truck bed, giving you a clean factory style look. Templates and instructions are included to guide you through that installation process. So you are going to get everything that you see here on my table. So it should be a relatively easy installation, but like I said, these lights are going to look factory. They're going to look like they belong on your vehicle from the get-go. And as I mentioned, these lights do have a backlight feature, and these lights come with a red backlight feature, which is going to add a great touch of style to your vehicle. I went ahead and shut my lights off and went in for a wider view there, just so you can see what this is going to look like in low light or dark conditions, especially from a distance. So not only is this going to look good on your vehicle, but it's also going to give you a little more visibility when you're not using that main beam. Speaking of the main beam, there it is right there. So you see the vast difference between the backlight and that main beam. Let me see if I can turn this and face the wall behind me without crossing my wires here. That flood pattern is going to be great for lighting up trails at low speeds. This light has a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin. So that cool white color is going to match most of your factory LED lights. It's a very crisp, bright color, so it's really going to do a great job of adding to your visibility. And these lights have a raw lumen rating of 5,796 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 3,000 lumens. And even with my studio lights back on, you can still see that beam pattern and just how bright these lights are going to be for you. Going back in for a close-up, these lights have a peak beam intensity of 3,100 candela. Candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for more detailed descriptions of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics gives you additional information that you can find. So the power draw on that main beam is 2.7 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.03 amps. And these lights have been designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't real efficient at focusing all the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of the light forward very efficiently. And from there, instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you're going to lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're instead of going to lose efficiency, you're actually going to gain some efficiency. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Deutsch style connector. So this pigtail with that connector is going to plug right into the back of that light very securely. And then while we're looking at the back of this light, these lights do include a breather patch, which is going to prevent any moisture buildup. And then the heat sinks on the back of these lights are going to do a great job of dissipating heat quickly to increase the longevity of these lights. Now these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips, and they are constructed of durable powder coated aluminum. So the heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, vibration, and testing is completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting fact is that Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Let's look at some measurements. Looking at the overall width from end to end, we're sitting pretty close to 4 3/4 inches wide. And then looking at the height from the top to the bottom, we are looking right at about 3 3/4 inches tall. And then the depth from the front of the light to the end of our heat sinks, we're sitting at about 2 3/8 inches deep. Now these lights do draw high current. They do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, it is recommended that you use wiring that's 16 gauge or larger to ensure safe operation. Now we do have a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics here at eTrailer, so if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, please take a look at the other offerings that we have from Diode Dynamics, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you need. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.